Hi guys, Ralph here. I have second PSP. I bought an auction lot a while ago. There was a PS3 in there was a DS's, there was an iPod, and there was also a PSP. Now, this has seen better days, and it does work. I just can't get... There you go. I have got no circle button, I've got no thumb pad, and it just... the case just screams out for... Yeah, it's not very good. There's also a line across here as well, but I need to get inside to fix this and see what's what, or whether or not I have actually got a problem with this on the screen. But I've got a plan for this. I'm actually going to take this to pieces and replace the case and do a full service on it. So things I'm going to have taken off. This has already been broken a few times because they're very notorious at being fragile and being covered in crap as well. But hang on, I don't even need to do that, do I? Because this case is getting replaced. Yes. Official Sony battery, so that's going to get saved. So pieces I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. A memory card, what I want to keep. So let's go through and try and get this disassembled. Now it looks like one, I'm not sure if there's two, maybe 3, 4, 5 screws. So let's get open what the pot for I'm going to keep. Oh, there it is. Tiny little black screw. Now there's a case I've actually bought which is on its way from China at the moment. All being well, it should get here soon enough. But I might as well do a little bit of prep work. Silver on top with a little lock, screw lock cement on there. Just to make it look a lot better, I'm going to put an extra case on, but we can obviously do more to this as we're going. I'm not sure if that's one as well. Very tight. I think it should be. So that's 5 screws off. Now, there's a screw in there which looks like it's just from holding in the back part here. So hopefully this should at present come out. So I needed a spudger. And prise parts off if I can. This is quite tricky, to be honest. You don't do that, that might be holding something in place. It might be the front part that comes off. Ah, okay. All I want from this is just the innards. Let's try and get the plastic one in here. It's very dirty inside. And there's also a missing switch on there as well, so I can't turn the Wi-Fi on and off, which is a little bit of a problem, but nothing major. There should be the switch on the new one anyway, so we should be okay. Well, that's just gone up there out of the way. I'm guessing we're on the right track. Can't see what we're missing. Another screw under here. No. Yes, no. honestly don't know. I think there's one in that corner. Let's get a small screwdriver. Here it is. Nearly missed that one. Okay. I don't even know if we're finished there or not. There's a hole there in the middle. That didn't hold that on place there, the front part held the back on only. Let me have a look, see what we can do, and I'll get back to you in a second. Now, there was a warranty seal across here. We saw the one in that corner, never realised there was one in this corner as well. So, let's invalidate the warranty. Whoopsie. That comes off. Very dirty. Now, I need to keep going, but not too much. I think I probably need to keep that. The joystick part, which then just pushes onto here. So I need to keep going round, see what I need to remove, replace. Trim part there, looks like it pushes out. And then potentially comes off of there, but I think we're already stuck on the power switch there. Okay, so a little bit out there. So this piece comes out from round here. Also a screw there as well. Let's see if that's got anything. No, it's nothing to do with that. So just basically just push up and get this out. Be careful of the front buttons as well that attach to the bottom of the screen. Otherwise this is going to be one of those videos of mine that does not see the light of day. Right, while we're out, we can also clean the proper screen as well. So, I don't think... yeah, that does come off. I'm hoping that doesn't fully come off. It's not quite loose. I'm screwing this corner here. I was hoping this would come off in one big lump, and it's not going to. This is going to be more tricky than I thought. The back lid does come off. Well, it's a lid, more of a section. If there was more screws, where would it be? Okay, the yellow section there wants to be kept. Looks like we're stuck in with pins there. Go. It's strange, there's quite a large cable there for something so small as this. So that's coming out. Okay, that came out. Separately because the button underneath it's there. Ribbon cabled onto. That's loose. It'll be the same on this side as well. Maybe not. Maybe that would have come off in one piece, which it does. There's a possibility this side would have done the same as well, but it doesn't look it. So, what have we got left to take out? I think the drive's got a problem. It's still attached to the bodywork. Okay, we're this far. At least all the parts are still around. Let me dig around and see what I need to do next. So I'm not entirely sure I've got this right. And if you've obviously done one of these already at home, you'll know I haven't done this right. Any screws under there? No. Yeah, I think this is screwed in place. I'll have a quick look on the internet and see what I can do. Now you may have noticed I jumped forward quite a bit. The screen came off. It's prized in place on here. The front panel down here is just basically just prized on as well. Comes off on the ribbon cable. There's two ribbon cables, one there, one there. The screen. If you take off the screen here, you prise it off and then you fold it forward so you don't break the ribbon cables. And then just prise up the locks and then pull out the ribbon cables. Same with the back as well. 4 screws holding the CD drive in. Take these out. These will come out, but there's also another ribbon cable which holds that in place. I think it's this middle section here. Again, it's locked in place. Just take that out. Plenty of screws holding this metal plate in for the locking mechanism for the CD drive, which needs a clean. I need to keep that as well. Which leads me down to these parts. I don't really want to take everything off the board, so we'll have to. But I thought I could get away with leaving this middle section on. It'd look good. I would, and I don't think I can. No, because the back section's there as well. So keep going around. Any screws you can see, take them off. Trying to be as methodical as I can. Like this section here is glued in place with the speakers. So kind of prise those down just to get off. Yes, and yes. Stuck in place with some fabric tape. So off of there. Hopefully. I think I'm hoping in the wrong place. Lift up and get that controller port out. Well, this controller port off as well. So again, lift and delicately pull it off. Try not to just rag it off, otherwise you'll be in trouble. There's a screw in there. Can't get to that screw underneath here. See, occasionally I'm going to lose a little piece of plastic like that, but I'm not too bothered. Alright, so just delicately, carefully, as much as you can. I've got the front section there to come off, so bend over to that side. That's off there. I've got 2 more screws, possibly 3. 1. This is quite fiddly work, this. Potentially beyond what I can do. Yeah. I've got a ribbon cable on there. No, it's just this black cable running underneath it. So that has to come off before anything else. So I can get access to that one. Where's that broken off from? Okay, so there's another piece off there. Plastic piece, don't know if I want to keep that or not. Moving down to the memory card slot. That seems to be stuck in somehow. For some reason having the flap closed did lock this in place. So there, I'm down to the speakers and a spring for the ejection. Now let's have a look. The small screwdriver. That part will need to be kept. Come on, Ralph. Up and over. Quite a tight part of the spring, that's it. I want to keep these speakers. I guess they won't transfer into the other one. So this should just prise out. One. No point labeling these up left and right because one's wire is shorter than the other. There we go. Delicately does it. Oh, the speaker, they are tiny. Really tiny. So that's left with all done. Because that can go in there. I need that off there. Two small screws holding the joystick port in place. See, there's a hell of a lot of pieces here. And I do feel that I might cock up with this. I'll keep the rubbers just in case. I'm not sure if the new section comes with it. Strange how I've actually lost the button here. It's not inside, it's not hidden, it's not... over the juicy. It's not anywhere I can see. God, look at that. And that goes. So I don't fully know how you'd lose a piece like that. There's 4 little tiny screws there. I'll sort these screws out later. Just gets me about some of these. It's somebody else's filth. Delicious. So, part in there. Just in case I need any bits, I'll keep hold of those for a little while. I don't think that's anything but you never know. So we're now separated down to 2 major parts. The keeps and the non-keeps. And there's a screw there. Keeps. And a button that fell on the floor for non-keeps. But for the time being, we're keeping them both. Right, let's get the new case ordered and see if I can get this back in place and if it works. Is that a battery? Tiny. Okay, let's see what happens later. Now, it's been weeks since I stripped this down. And finally, today in the post, came this. It's come from China. We know there are problems going on with stuff out of China lately. By the time this video gets released, possibly it might be over. Possibly we may be all dead. I don't know. It could be completely different. But this is the case, the new case for the PSP 1000. So it comes with a very small Phillips star drive screwdriver, which is good, which could have used, but I will use anyway. They don't look like they're going to last much longer than the project anyway. And a larger Phillips star drive. Actually, no, that's a tri-wing. Oh, that's definitely a 4-sided. Yeah, and that's definitely a tri-wing, so 3-sided. So I didn't realise which one of these came with a tri-wing. Unless I did, and it's been weeks, I've forgotten. So yeah, ignore that. So it comes with these. I'm not going to put links in where I got this from. Basically, eBay. Basically, look for one. That's as good as I can get. Now, inside. Okay, we have a new back sticker for the PSP 1000. It's quite good. Serial number, yeah, whatever, and the warranty sticker there as well. and another bar one which goes on the back of the panel anyway. Little bag of screws, which I'll probably remember how they go together when I put it back together in there anyway, hopefully. Right, a little bag of left shoulder, right shoulder, that yellow bit. Yeah, the power, that's the remote control, the infrared, sorry, centre part of the back. I wasn't sure about when I ordered this whether or not it would come with a thumbstick, and it does. So I've got a link on eBay to buy one just in case, but I wasn't entirely sure. You couldn't see it on the pictures, but it does. It comes with the thumbstick part, which I'm about to lose. They're not going back in that bag. Right, so down to the main parts now. These are obviously extra parts that you do need anyway. You can reuse your older ones, no problem, but I didn't have the thumbstick part on the black one, so that is more valuable than anything. Little presentation case bit there with the up, down, left, right. You use square, circle, X and triangle. All the bottom buttons all together, all in gold. As I said, I'm going to do this one in gold. I might actually I can't. Oh, can I? If I've got certain bits, I might actually consider keeping the black ones, or certain black ones, if they're any good. Because these look like they've been painted with a black X on it. These look like the glass. Yeah, because you can see it through there, like a clear, and then that's been printed behind it. If they're any good, these, I might actually put some of these back on. If not, it's all going to be gold. But we'll get round to that in a moment, in a little while. And the case is, that actually looks pretty nice, that. Now, I've always had a problem with these, with my own one, which actually worked. This is the spare one, which came with with an auction win. It looks a little bit like the paint might scratch on here. So it looks like it's been painted, everything looks fine, but that's good. There's the switches there. I was missing one of these switches. I was missing the Wi-Fi switch. It doesn't look too good. This is obviously moulded, proper plastic, not painted. It does feel a lot more sturdier. There's the back there. It does seem, it's obviously cheaper. It's obviously a copy, but this is going to look a hell of a lot better than what mine does anyway. So it's going to be already 100% better than what the black one's going to be. I mean, look at the goo behind there. That's disgusting. I am not touching this. There's certain bits I might need, like that, or possible clear parts which are there. No, there's one on there, but there isn't one on there. The hold slides across, because that's there. The opposite corner, yeah, we've got one there anyway. Okay, because that's there. So that's fine. I mean, what I might, I want to say what I might do is possibly, you'd lacquer it. If I can cut around here and keep this as a screen protector for the time being, lacquer it with clear lacquer, clear gloss lacquer, everything that's paint, might actually save this better. But I don't think it'll work. We'll get round to that when we get round to putting things together. I mean, this will take a little while to remember what's what and what goes where. Trust me, it's like I say, it's been weeks since I ordered this, and I have kind of forgotten what goes where. Silver parts already round. Okay, that's good. I was going to think that was missing, but it's not. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. It looks a little bit, it doesn't look as gold as what I thought. It looks a bit greeny for some reason. But I need to get on with that and faff and play. Okay, so there you see in the new case. Before it goes anywhere near it, we'll have an attempt at fitting and doing what I need to digging out what I don't need in here. Brilliant. Yay. Okay, off we go. At the minute, I'm a bit not too sure how I'm going to do this. Taking to pieces is one thing, putting it back together, remembering it, is another one. So, I've got nothing to do as well. Now I've got probably enough screws there to finish the project, or the buttons, but everything in there is what I need. Everything in there is just kept just in case. It's absolutely filthy in there. Look at that. That's disgusting. I don't want to touch that. So all being well, we won't need them. Right, this is going to be a video of jumps. Things jumping forward quite a bit. So I'm not quite sure what, where and how. It's in place for the power light. Okay. I mean, it isn't bad for what you'd get. Although I'm going to scratch this, I know. Maybe I should have just lacquered this before I do this. Let's leave that on. Make it easy for myself, Ralph. Leave that on. The silver part around the edge of here. It's all there. It's all done. Just need to start assembling. I feel a jump cut coming on. Because this is going to take me hours. I'm sure it will. You don't want to watch a video for hours. I'm sure you don't. Now, I started out this video thinking it would be a tutorial. But it's blooming hard doing this. There's a lot of parts I wish I'd actually tagged up, maybe got the case before and then just done, swap over one for one, and then just I can keep a track on it. But I have now no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to watch some videos, trying to see what I'm doing, trying to watch other parts of this video and just see where I've gone wrong, gone right. But at the minute, it's yeah, I don't even know where that goes. I've got a black one which came with the other one. I just don't know. I've got two of these. Yeah, obviously one part and the other one, but I'm not sure where it goes. So at the minute, I'm really struggling. But this is going to be a jigsaw puzzle now, unfortunately. I mean, I'm assuming one goes over here, one of these goes over here. I don't know if that goes in now or whether or not the board goes on first and then that goes on. I think that's always a screen on, so that would actually just go on there anyway. I think. I'm not sure which screws go in where. This metal casing. I think it's basically, it's a challenge now to see if I can do it. So hold tight and we'll see if I can get this done. Update time. There was a small piece of metal shielding that I figured out goes under here, and that's kind of set me back a lot. So the board's been took out. I almost got the board in, took that out. I've actually copied from where it came from on the original one. So gone way back, but hopefully I'm on a roll now, because that should go in last, which is the buttons for the front, then the screen, then the shielding. The control buttons can go in wherever they want. The motherboard has to go in now, but then that has to go on top. Challenges, challenges, challenges. I do not recommend doing this. This is a right pain. Right, I keep forgetting things, getting things in the wrong order, but I've finally got to this stage now. Controls are on, the casings on, the back door isn't on just yet, but it will go there eventually. God, I don't recommend this. And like I said, this is no longer a tutorial. This is a canny or can'ty. Which at the moment, barely doing this. So there's a hell of a lot of faffing, way too much faffing. I don't recommend anybody try this at home, because I've got no guarantee this is going to work, especially that main ribbon cable there. I think I might have destroyed it anyway. But onwards and upwards. I think I'm finally almost done. Screen's in, 2 ribbon cables hold it in place. The buttons are on the front of here. I'm going to put that ribbon cable on now. I've cleaned the screen, but this outer bezel, this foam bezel, has perished. I haven't got another one, and I don't really care at this stage. So that's it. So hopefully that is all I need to do. Now, I've already been faffing with the other part when I got bored anyway. One thing I need to show you is, balance that on there. On here, you've got 4 connections for the thumb pad. There's like a rubber part there which I've got 3 very thin connections, a silicone part that needs to go in. There's no video I actually see anyway that shows that bit there. This is just a part of this model. Hopefully that will go there. Let's turn that round on the back. Oh, damn it. Peel off the inner screen. Don't care. Honestly, don't care. The love for this project is completely gone. So oh, come on. What are the buttons? Left and right buttons. Hold on. Done. Just about. New sticker in place. It gives the appearance of that it's official, but my door doesn't fit properly in the bottom. It opens fine. This open bit doesn't line up properly, or it kind of gets loose there. For no reason, it just drops, but then it's back into place again. That hinge didn't want at all to go back in place. I've scratched the back there. The front looks like I've got a scratch on it, however, there is a screen protector on there anyway. So I might actually leave that on for the time being, so it'll just peel off. It's one of those projects that it used to be fun back when, where and how or whatever. So even the case doesn't fit. Nothing fits right. In the old, when I used to have a Nokia, and you used to change the outer casing, and to be honest, it was fun then. This, I don't think the quality of the case, it looks okay, it looks nice and gold. If you don't look hard enough at it, it's pretty good. If you're going to recase one, please try and use genuine parts. It's worth it because it actually works. So, turn the power on. So I've got the green light. And I've got a line across the screen. I think that was there anyway, to be honest. Front buttons work. They work. So everything seems to be working perfectly fine. So I'm happy with that. It's just, I'm not happy with the finish. So, yeah. I mean, the shoulder buttons don't feel right. It's a shame, and I don't think that works either. No, I don't. Actually, I'm positively certain that the Wi-Fi button does not. Look at that. The Wi-Fi button doesn't work either, because it was probably ripped out of the. From the circuit board. I need to find. Let's see if I've actually got. If the Wi-Fi is actually switched on. Oh, I don't want ad hoc mode, do I? Network, infrastructure mode. Let me come away a second. Right, it is actually finding. Scan. Scanning. Errors occurred with the WAN. Your PSP is not turned on. So my problem with that is, turn it on, scan. An error has occurred. So that switch needed soldering back in. I don't care. I honestly don't care anymore. This is a project that's gone badly wrong, I think. It's been, yeah. Ah well, you can't get everything perfect. Maybe I'll come back to this another year. Maybe I'll just leave it on the shelf. Maybe it'll just look good at a certain angle. I don't know. But if you're going to use... Yeah, I even cut my finger as well. If you're going to do this yourself, get a good quality case. Don't get a cheap, crappy... There's a lot of things that come from China which are really good, and I'm really impressed with how they're doing. But this is shockingly bad. So thank you very much for watching and putting up with me. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye for now.